Welcome to our executive interview series at the Zero Trust Summit presented by CyberScoop. I'm Wyatt Cash with Scoop News Group, and here to talk to us today is Jesse Peoples, Chief Security Architect at Leidos. Jesse, thank you so much for joining us. And let me start by asking, what do you see as maybe some of the most significant technical challenges that government agencies are generally facing right now in establishing a zero trust environment?
Well, accelerating technology and adopting zero trust frameworks is critical to staying ahead of the evolving threat landscape. This must be done by aligning zero trust principles with your architecture and leveraging the most up-to-date technologies that allow for scaling, amplifying, and failing fast for innovation. Let's be clear, zero trust is not a product. There's not a one-size-fits-all zero trust solution. The vendor landscape is crowded and complex. Many leaders are inundated with marketing and vague language around zero trust that makes it challenging for them to make or identify the solution to meet their zero trust goals. The most significant challenges we are seeing are with interoperability with legacy systems. New technologies that are required to implement zero trust are not fully mature, and there's limited to no standardization of policy definitions and policy engines across the disparate vendors. This is also accompanied with a lack of zero trust assurance testing tools and services to help organizations assess if their implementation has any gaps that attackers could potentially exploit, and also identify those capabilities required to fill any of those technical gaps. It is critical that agencies evaluate their existing technology investments to enable zero trust features before they evaluate and start purchasing additional technologies. At Leidos, we're leveraging our zero trust assessment tools and our zero trust proving ground to test out those zero trust capabilities and reduce adoption risk for new technologies.
Well, speaking of evaluations, I'm interested to hear your thoughts on how confident are you that government agencies, have the requisite skills in-house to assess their security gaps or requirements in really all of the primary zero trust pillars for devices, users, network environments, applications, and data, for example?
Great question. So, information technology and security threats evolve and change rapidly. The demand for resilient cyber is greater now than ever. Organizations are in a race to stay at pace with that demand of cybersecurity. Currently, there are about 4 million cybersecurity professionals in the workforce, and there are reports that estimate there's a need for 3 million more cyber professionals. I'm very confident that federal agencies and the industry that support those agencies have cybersecurity expertise. What I'm seeing is that talent needs to be adaptable and flexible in learning new skills just as fast as new technology emerges. An example would be if you have a network engineer that uses traditional perimeter defenses, now needs to upskill and expand their capabilities to include software-defined networking, SASE, Secure Access Service Edge, ZTNA, Zero Trust Network Access, and microsegmentation. Leidos acknowledged early on that there was a need for repeatable processes, tools, and people that could assess, assess security gaps and requirements across all the zero trust pillars. Our response to that was to develop a tool suite for zero trust, and we created a zero trust training program. Leidos Zero Trust Readiness Level helps organizations rapidly evaluate and assess their environment and implement capabilities in an optimized way. Leidos has also expanded our learning paths for our upskilling cybersecurity program to include specific zero trust training and security training for tools provided by our partners.
Well, Jesse Peoples, thank you so much for joining us here at the Zero Trust Summit and sharing some of your insights, particularly around the importance of upskilling and training existing cybersecurity talent to be able to meet many of the federal Zero Trust mandates. So thank you so much for joining us and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.